Paris Hilton's Lexus LFA? That's hot. Shaq has a truck that's bigger than his ego? Really? And John Cena's, well, this pink and green monstrosity? Here are 15 weird celebrity rides. Like, subscribe, and let's go. Okay, starting off with Lady Gaga driving a 1993 Ford F-150 Lightning. Yep. Mother Monster went from meat dresses to American muscle. This thing is not just your dad's old pickup truck. It's got a big old V8 under the hood and more horsepower than you'd expect for hauling. Probably Grammys. Gaga's clearly got a soft spot for American muscle, and this truck is the OG performance pickup, built to leave everything else eating dust. It's fast, it's loud, and more over the top than Gaga herself. You can't see John Cena, but you can definitely hear him when he rolls up in his Ford GT. This isn't just any supercar, it's one of Ford's ultra-limited monsters. With a wild amount of horsepower under the hood, this thing goes 0 to hero faster than any SmackDown. Now, what's crazy is that Cena didn't actually just buy this car, he added a WWE-sized plot twist by breaking the no-sell contract. Cena versus Ford is a legal SmackDown. The GT itself, it's pure, unfiltered power and looks like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie, which, knowing Cena, it just feels right. When you are as big as Shaquille O'Neal, you need a massive ride. Enter the Ford F-650 Super Truck. This thing is practically a semi-truck, but it's being jacked up to look like a regular pickup, except, you know, on steroids. With a crazy amount of torque, it's perfect for someone who's 7 feet tall and nicknamed Diesel. It actually has a diesel motor in it. Shaq's not about subtlety, and this truck, it's the most Shaq thing that you have ever seen. Just try not to get run over by this literal monster on wheels. will.i.am does not just own a car, he reboots it. He took a DeLorean, made famous by Back to the Future, and turned it into something straight out of Blade Runner. Dubbed I Am Otto, the DeLorean got a futuristic glow up thanks to West Coast Customs. It's like the original except with way more tech, way more gadgets, and enough flair to make Marty McFly jealous or blush. will.i.am is all about reinvention, and this car, it's part ride, it's part silver screen showstopper. Leave it to Post Malone to take a regular old 1992 Ford Explorer and make it a rolling work of art. He gave this SUV a full slab treatment. Think low, slow, and loud. This thing's got a $70,000 makeover from West Coast Customs and everything from Lambo doors to 26-inch rims. It's not about speed, it's about making a statement. Posty's whole vibe comes through in this car. It's over the top, full of Texas pride, and undeniably cool. You know Rowan Atkinson as the bumbling Mr. Bean, but his car collection is anything from clumsy. The crown jewel, well, it was a freaking McLaren F1, a car so fast, so rare, it could have come from a Bean movie chase scene. Atkinson didn't just keep this beauty in the garage. No, he drove it. He crashed it not once but twice and then sold it for millions. He bought it for 640,000 pounds, repaired it after a 900,000 pound crash, and still walked away with 8 million pounds. That's some serious Bean luck. Turns out Gordon Ramsay doesn't just roast contestants, he's got a thing for Ferraris. Yes, this is the Monza SP2, and it's a serious chef's kiss of a car. There are only 499 of these in the world, and of course, Ramsey snagged one. With its open top design and massive V12, this thing is faster than a Hell's Kitchen meltdown. It's not just a car, it's kind of a work of art, as rare and as fine as one of Ramsey's Michelin-starred meals. When you think of Cristiano Ronaldo, your car collection has to be as legendary as your career. And his Bugatti Chiron is the GOAT of hypercars. With a quad-turbo W16 engine that pumps out way too much power, the Chiron can break necks with its speed and its looks. This isn't just a fast car, it is an absolute missile. And owning one puts you in a club with only a few hundred other people on Earth. Ronaldo's full car collection screams luxury and performance, and the Chiron, well, it's definitely his biggest flex. You probably think Paris Hilton would be cruising around in something pink and bedazzled, but nope. She was rolling around in a Lexus LFA. This isn't just a luxury car, it's one of the rarest Japanese supercars ever made. Lexus only built 500 LFAs, and Paris got her hands on one. With a screaming V10, this thing sounds more like an F car than a Lexus. It's fast, like scary fast, and it's about as exclusive as it gets. I mean, who knew that Paris had such a gearhead side? That's hot. Everyone on this planet knows that Jerry Seinfeld loves Porsches, but the Porsche 959 is the crown jewel of his collection. This car was so advanced, it was banned in the US for years because it was too fast and too tech heavy for its time. Naturally, Jerry got one because why not? The 959 is a legend in the car world, with more horsepower and tech than almost any car of its era. It's the ultimate, if you know car for Porsche fanatics. I definitely know. Welcome to Flavortown, but this time it's yellow. Guy Fieri is known for his love of big, bold flavors, and apparently that extends to his car collection. This guy owns a fleet of yellow rides, from a 67 Camaro to a Lamborghini Gallardo. It's like someone spilled mustard all over his garage, because he just loves mustard. But don't let the color fool you one bit. These cars move. His Camaro, huge V8 power. His Gallardo, pure Italian V10 goodness. The guy's known for going big in the kitchen, and his garage is just as spicy. Of course, Conan OBrien would drive something kind of weird, but kind of secretly awesome, like a 1992 Ford Taurus Show. On the outside, it looks like your average family sedan, but under the hood, well, Yamaha got their hands on it, and it's a performance engine that makes this thing a sleeper hit. Back in the 90s, this bad boy could hang with the BMWs, but Conan's been driving it for 30 years. Why? Because the man is all about the long game, and this car is a symbol of that. It's the perfect fit for someone who's always been a little bit offbeat, just like Conan himself. When Meek Mill decided to level up, well, he didn't just buy an SUV, he bought a freaking tank. Enter the Conquest Knight XV, an armored beast weighing in at 13,000 pounds with bulletproof everything. This isn't just a vehicle, it's a rolling fortress designed to survive the apocalypse, or at least get through Philly traffic without a scratch. Meek's all about going big, and this SUV is as over the top as his music. You could take on a zombie horde with this thing, or you could just roll through town looking like a boss. Leave it to deadmau5 to turn one of the world's sexiest supercars into a meme. He didn't just modify his Ferrari 458, he wrapped it in the Nyan Cat design and dubbed it the Ferrari. Yep, that's a Ferrari with a giant pixelated cat flying across it, shooting rainbows. Ferrari, they were not thrilled and hit him with a cease and desist. But deadmau5, he didn't care. He embraced the meme life. The Ferrari is a meme that came to life, blended internet culture and Ferrari flair in the most ridiculous way possible. Nicolas Cage owning a Lamborghini Miura SVJ just feels right, doesn't it? I bet it goes fast in 60 seconds. This car is supercar royalty. It's the car that basically invented the genre. This is unfiltered Italian performance, and it's about as dramatic as Cage's performances. The Miura SVJ is rare, wild, and looks like it just belongs in a 1970s action movie or something. I mean, just imagine Cage, hair flying in the wind, not yelling, "Not the bees," but driving this legend like a maniac we know and love. It's eccentric, it's fast, and it's 100% Cage. It's a Lamborghini. Sure, Ludacris could be cruising in a fleet of supercars, but his 1993 Acura Legend holds a special place in his heart. He's put over 280,000 miles on this thing. It's been with him since he made it big. This Legend, not Luda, but the actual car, is more than just a car. It's a time capsule full of memories for the dude. Even after a wreck, Acura stepped up and restored it to its former glory. For Luda, it's not about the flash, it's about the story. And honestly, that's what makes this car cooler than any Ferrari or Lambo. So that's a wrap on all these insane rides. Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and check out some of these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad, this is Ideal. We'll see you next week. Promise me one thing, keep living the ideal lifestyle.